Okay, altogether too embarrassing. I recorded a video last night and my green light was on, which I thought meant record, but apparently the green light comes on when you open the app. So, it wasn't recording. I was just actually talking to myself for about an hour. Um, so anyways, I have residuals from the makeup I did yesterday. Oh my gosh, let me do this. Alright, so under my eyes, in my corner of my eyes, still a bit murky. Okay. This is Noble Naturals. I'll have the link in the description. I'm using the night moisturizer because I want to have more moisture. Usually you can use the day moisturizer, and there's also sunscreen in that one. Do you have it? The eyes. I have the eye one too. Okay. Just adding some bronzer to it. It's loose powder bronzer. Just stirring it together right here. I've seen so many of the beauty influencers do this with their bubble moisturizer. That's more geared towards kids. The Sephora girls, they're probably 12 or 13. And I was like, oh, I think I'll try that. Let's see here. Let's just mix it all up together. So this alone, I mean, obviously you wouldn't just have the concealer on your eyelids. That looks really bizarre. I'm doing that as a base for when I do apply eyeshadow. But if you're going to do a powder bronzer, sometimes it looks more real if you mix it with moisturizer. If you put moisturizer first, then the powder, it's going to stick to it and look patchy. Or if you put the powder on first and then the moisturizer, it's possible to work out, but I just feel like it's gonna take more of the bronzing part off, like act as like almost a cleaning agent. Okay, so I'm gonna do my eyeshadow first, which is not common. This here is called Chill Brunch. It's a neutral city mini palette by Maybelline. There's a lot of colors on here. I'm not gonna use them all. And I'm not really seeing the sparkle on that I do in, it's very, very sparkly here. I'm not noticing it much, but it could be the lighting too. It's like super creamy eyeshadow. It's, wow. Honestly, I don't think the consistency or coverage will be consistent, just because a piece of it broke off onto the brush. A good hunk of eyeshadow, so we'll see the coverage as it progresses. Okay. It's not bad. It actually is about the same. Alright, what am I gonna do? It has like this, the deepest color is that like mauvey purple tone. I think I'm gonna try to do like this one here, but mixed with that one. I'm like this with that. Let's try it. Make a big mess. And then just kind of put it into my crease here. Instant Age Rewind Eraser by Maybelline. This is in the pink shade. It's like I've got hair coming out of here. It's not like a skin color match. There is different options for color shading. Like there's a green one, there's a pink one, I think there's, I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm acting like I'm gonna list them all off for you, but I just know that they have different ones that are more for color correction than anything else. I'm just trying to replace my Clinique line smoothing concealer, and I wanted something that's more creamy, and this one's really highly rated, so I figured I'd give it a try. Foundation. Using your foundation brush when you have your concealer on your skin already just makes it easier to blend the two together without like taking all of it right back off. That's what I've noticed anyways. That's my personal opinion. Sometimes when you apply your foundation, an even amount is just going to make it look more natural. So you might be putting makeup in places where you don't really need a lot of coverage. But you don't want to have like this patch where it's just your skin without makeup. But you do want the place where the makeup is to look as natural and like skin as possible. That's what blending is very important. If you're looking for a good concealer, this is a good concealer. Let's just pat that in there. I honestly think that's a good match. It's supposed to be pink, but maybe my skin is just more pink than even I realized. Yesterday I set my makeup with powder and it wound up looking very heavy, very cakey, heavy powder. So I'm going to try to wait until the wet makeup dries down more before I apply the powder, and hopefully that'll stop the muddy effect with the powder mixing with the cream liquid formula. It just sort of turned it all into sludge. What I don't mind is the bronze, if the bronzer looks a little heavy or thicker, so if my makeup is still wet when I use my bronzer, sometimes that's for the best. Okay, so next I'm gonna do eyeliner. I think I'll do eyeliner before mascara today. I've got blue and black, and then some liquid. So a 3-step process today. Just start with blue, and these ones you do have to sharpen. This is Maybelline Tattoo Studio in Arctic Skies, is what it says. Arctic Skies. It's a very creamy formula, and it came off easily with eye makeup remover. So I'm just going to do that on my top lash line as well. It seems to be going over the eyeliner pretty easily. Black. So I'm going to use the black Tattoo Studio. That's not it. That was the liquid. Okay. It's called Deep Onyx. I'm just going to use that on my waterlines, top and bottom. It's good. Let's see how well it sharpens. One issue with pencils is they're creamy, they're dreamy, they work well, but then you sharpen them and they break every step of the way in the sharpener, or they mash up in the sharpener. So you're sharpening it, and then the actual product that you use starts to just mush into a big old mess. So, okay. So this is a 2-part thing. It's the Sky High Lash Sensational by Maybelline, New York. This is like a lash base coat, but it's not, it's like a primer, but it's not white, it's black. I got a lip color that I've never tried before. It's supposed to be a neutral color for me. We'll see. I mean, I have other colors to try and use, but I was specifically looking for a neutral tone, something subtle but not bare. Okay, so this is just the primer, and then I'm going to do the mascara on top of this. So it's clumping a lot less today. I don't know why it was clumping so much yesterday. I hadn't worn mascara in about 2 weeks, so it's not because there was makeup on my lashes, but it's going on easier today than it did yesterday. So maybe a lot of cosmetics like their own cosmetics. So if you use one thing that's in one brand, it's more likely to pair well with something else because they're testing it together, they're making it together, they're using ingredients that are meant to work together. Whereas if you're mixing in other brands, I'm not saying it's not going to work, but it's more likely to add some difficulties. Okay, so this is the actual mascara. The process of using 2 steps is definitely time consuming, but we're gonna see if it's worth it. I felt like I got a lot of length and definition, but not separation, not fullness. It was very much like Twiggy or Betty Boop. So that's a good thing for some people. That's what they're going for. I mean, Twiggy got famous for it. So now I'm just going to use the actual mascara right on top of the base that came with it. It was like a 2-piece kit. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna have to curl my lashes for sure. I'm not noticing much more definition coming from step 2. It's almost like the brush is just like on top of whatever is happening and not really adding much. I feel like it did more yesterday. The second coat. Still. I'm waiting for Corbin to do his Duolingo, and he keeps saying, hold on. So, I'm just checking to see what's the holdup. He said that his friends were arguing. So that made him distracted. So that's why he didn't do it yet. At least he's honest. Like, you could just be like, oh yeah, I did it. But he's honest. I am trying. I don't know. And then I'm gonna wait and curl them after. They're so tacky and for so long. I curled them yesterday. They stuck to the curler. So maybe curl them before I apply it, but then I tend to like get more mess on my face. I don't know if there's an answer. Other than I just don't like this mascara as much as I hoped I would. I'm gonna use it. I mean, look at that. Can you see? Like, I feel like you definitely, it's a look. It is. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not like ideal. This looks so much better than, like, what is that? I don't know. Anyways, so I'm gonna wait until I curl my lashes. I think I have some more of this. I'm gonna do my eyebrows now. Here it is. Okay, so I've been trying to find something for my brows that would work for me for a very long time. I've been working with the clear brow gel I got from Ulta and a pencil that came from Ulta, like this little kit that I got. This is Maybelline Express Brow Fast Sculpt Mascara. And I tried it yesterday and I like it. It's in brown black. Pretty sure it's brown black. I don't think it even says it on the container. Black brown. And it's got like comb on one side and like a brush in area on the other. And I did it yesterday, so I know for me, I like to comb. I've got, whoa, my hair is getting into it. I've got really long eyebrows. I don't know if that's a brag or not. Look at that. Oh, come on. I've got really long eyebrows. So I'm just trying to cover them like that. I just like comb it through, and then I use the brush part and I brush it down and in. And I'm making a way bigger mess today than I did yesterday. It comes right out though. And it does dry down nicely. I don't know how to explain how it sets in. Meaning, when I took a shower to wash my face, I feel like it just melted right off. I don't think that it wasn't like tubing and it wasn't like permanent. It just kind of like came right off. I wore it for a little while. It was fine, so I don't know. It's interesting. Oh, look at this. Oh. It's interesting. It's a new product I'm playing with, and I don't hate it. There's really not much to hate about it, so I'm gonna keep working with it. I feel like it was so much more simple yesterday than it is being today. I think I got too much product in here. Definitely a bold brow day. Wow. Sorry, you guys who are offended by that. I know I've seen some interesting looks with bold brows before. Blush, highlighter, lip color. I think that's all I have left. My nose. So this lip color is in Seductress. So it's for Valentine's Day, if it works out. So it's supposed to be Super Stay. I think that's what it's called, a Super Stay. I don't know if that means it's gonna dry matte. It's a good nude for me. Look at that. It's almost like I don't have anything on. Went over smoothly. Feels good. So if it dries down too much, all that means is I'll have to put either a lip oil or a lip gloss on top of it. I think it's gonna dry down. Okay, is it called Super Stay? Yeah. Super Stay. Matte ink. So this is gonna dry down. 303. So this is Corbin's update. This is 303rd day streak. We're going on a year. Doing the opposite. Instead of blending it, I'm like making it darker. Now I want more bronzer. Try the bronzing stick from Clinique. It's the Sculpting Contour. And I'm just gonna do where I've done it that I like it. Here. And then I don't know why it's so uneven. I'm gonna blend. This cat blending brush. And usually I just blend it as if I didn't even use it at all. Just looks like there was nothing there to begin with. Yeah, okay, so one thing that I'm noticing, it is an extra step, but it's seemingly, blend that down. Great. I think it's worth it. It's a lot more work, but when you put your cream product on and you set it down with a powder product of the same device, so cream blush with a powder blush to set it, it's out there. That is very high maintenance, yes, but I think it might be worth it. So I'm gonna put some more blush down, and then I'm gonna put some powder blush on top of that with a brush instead. It's a little smirk. It's replacement. Yeah, so it's drying down pretty matte. Still to curl my lashes and highlighter. So I'm gonna do a cream highlight first, just like right here, 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 and here. And then blend it in gently. And powder. This is Juvia's Place. On the nose, cheeks, forehead, chin. Is that too much? One, two, three. Oh, way better than yesterday. Yesterday it just sort of crimped. I'll try this side. As close to the lash line as possible. One thing I like about Superstay lipstick, you can put chapstick over it. Like if you just want some chapstick on, the color will stay. You can't do that with lipstick. It kind of mushes and mixes together. I'm gonna put gloss on top though. And then some setting spray. Do I do, okay. Oh, it didn't pick up the color good. I want glitter. I do. Okay, glitter. What can we do? Some of those colors. I love glitter. Oh. Setting spray. I didn't put any powder brush on. How dare I? That makes everything look a little bit more cohesive. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for sticking with me, and I will see you again soon.